And if you are settling into a seat, you can just check in as you're getting into that position that your shoulders are aligned with your hips. You can also start to feel that your pubic bone is aligned with your throat center, or like the middle of your sacrum, and your tailbone and your pelvic floor is aligned with the back of your neck. And just whatever one of those makes sense, if any of it makes sense to you, then awesome. So if you're in a space where you feel safe to do so, at any point you can allow your eyes to softly close. And you can just start by taking a nice, big, deep, cleansing breath. So inhaling and exaggerating that inhale through the nose, almost like you're sipping the air through a straw. So it's a really slow breath, but it's exaggerated in length. And then when you are totally full, seeing if you can just take a tiny bit more air in and just hold that for as long as you're not straining too hard. And then whenever you need to, slowly, same thing, like it's through a straw, letting it go, decompressing the body. And even when you think you're empty, seeing if you can push just a tiny bit more air out of you. And then pause in that emptiness and observe. Allowing your following breath to come naturally. And if you'd like to breathe like that a few more rounds, you can feel free to do so. Maybe starting to envision lights and feelings and thoughts that you would like or that serve you entering your body as you inhale, and then picturing anything that no longer serves you exiting your body as you exhale. And at any point, you can start to step back and almost feeling like in your mind you're stepping back and up so that you come into that role of the observer. You begin to release control over the breath and just begin to witness your body breathing on its own. As you remember that the breath is our one bodily function that's either voluntary or automatic. So starting this practice by reminding ourselves of that and playing around with it. Practicing deepening the breath voluntarily, and then just release and witnessing the automatic breath. And if it feels pretty difficult for you to observe the breath without controlling it, just know that is normal too. And any given moment, sometimes that can feel nearly impossible to do for whatever reason, and sometimes it's very simple. So just trust that it is okay wherever you are. It is right where you need to be. And start to relax all the muscles in your forehead. And kind of just seeing how wide and how deep you can get your forehead to be. And not by pulling or straining any muscles apart, but just by simply relaxing and releasing any tension in the muscles. And just noticing how it'll naturally soften out. And letting that softness be across your eyebrows, across your eyelids. And even feel this softness extending into the eyeballs and your gaze. So that whatever you are looking at, whether the eyes are open or closed, just practicing letting your vision glaze over and loosening your focus so that you are looking at everything that is in your periphery in all directions. Again, whether the eyes are open or closed. Maybe you're gazing at the backs of the eyelids. Maybe you're gazing into the forehead or the space between the eyebrows. Or maybe your eyes are rolling back further into the skull. And just noticing whatever it is that you see, wherever it is that you're looking. And also noticing if any opinions or judgments or labels pop up. And noticing if you're attaching to those judgments, opinions, or labels. And if you notice that, you're automatically coming back to the observer. So just moving on, or moving your focus to the next thing to observe once you catch yourself. Loosening your jaw, loosening all the muscles in the cheeks, the ears, the hairline, and the scalp. You can soften the lips, feeling the corners of your mouth getting wide. And soften all the muscles around your nose too, the nostrils when they usually flare up. Feel those muscles release as well. So a deep sense of stillness washing over the face and the head as you let that continue to trickle down the neck, spread across the shoulders, across the shoulder blades and the collarbones equally. So feeling an expansion across your chest. Feeling your heart coming forward toward the front of your body. A proud heart center as it's pumping blood across the chest, down the arms, softening all the muscles in the arms as it does so. Down the forearms, through the wrists, and into the palms of your hands. If you feel like you want some more grounding in this practice today, then your palms can be facing down to encourage that a little deeper. And if you're feeling like you maybe need to come out and be a bit more open and receptive, then your palms can face up to encourage that. But there is no right or wrong way for the hands to be, just whatever feels best to you in this moment. Trusting your instincts. And then noticing the heartbeat that's in the palms of your hands. As you remember, the physical heart that is pumping blood through the veins, down the arms, into the wrists, the hands, and the fingertips. And as you remember this blood is pumping here, seeing if you can feel that, if you can tune into that. Your awareness coming through all the layers of your body, through the skin, through the muscles, the bones, and into the bloodstream. And letting all of that just continue. So coming back to the heart, and now watching the heart pump blood down the torso, softening the rib cage as your awareness travels down, and feeling the rib cage kind of resting on your lungs. So almost like your rib cage is hugging your lungs, protecting them. Feeling a soft rise with the inhales and falls with the exhales. And then feeling these sensations continue to trickle down the belly. And a similar idea of feeling all the muscles in your stomach and in your back resting so much that they're hugging your organs, protecting your organs. Feeling that safety and the strength of your muscles. And actively allowing the muscles to rest. Give them a nice little break. Only as active as they need to be to hold you up, but releasing any unnecessary tension. And feeling the hips soften into place. Feel the pelvic floor and the glutes. And feel the triangle between your pubic bone and both your hip points. And just let that get wider and softer. Just releasing this whole sacred area. Allowing this area to rest, to recharge. Trusting that by relaxing the muscles, your body will naturally do what it needs to do to rest and recharge. Just remembering that your body is much more intelligent than we can give it credit for a lot of the times. And sometimes we get caught in a trap thinking that our mind knows best and that we can fix whatever internal problem we're having or pain we're experiencing. But we often find that when you do step back out of that driver's seat, release that control to change the way your body is feeling, your body will naturally move through its healing processes on its own. The body is meant to heal. That is what your body does. If you imagine a paper cut on your finger, you can help it along. You can put antibacterial on it, put a Band-Aid on it, and just enhance the process a little bit. But your body is healing itself. So by relaxing the body in a practice like this, we're kind of putting that antibacterial on the wound. We're just allowing for the process to happen, consciously allowing the process to happen, and observing in awe of just the wonder of your body and its power to heal. So letting a release in your legs, in your thighs, your knees, your shins and calves, just the length and the weight of your legs, softening into whatever position they're in. And letting that travel into the feet and the toes as well. And feeling that heartbeat in your feet, feeling the heartbeat in your toes. As you once again, just remember the path of your bloodstream. It is real, it is here. Your heart is pumping blood down your body, down the legs, into the feet and the toes. So just bringing some awareness to that. It's happening whether you are aware or not. So feeling the pulse of the feet, feeling the pulse of the hands, feel the pulse of your stomach, your lower stomach, and the space in between the sit bones. Feel the pulse of your heart center. Feel the pulse of your throat center. And feel the pulse of your ears as you're listening. Feel the pulse of the space between the eyebrows. And feel the pulse of the crown of your head, the highest point in your body. seeing the outline of your body, seeing the largest organ in your body, your skin, hugging your body, hugging your insides. And feeling each pore on your skin almost like tiny little nostrils themselves, softly welcoming in air as you inhale and exhaling. As you just remember the miracle that is your body, the uniqueness of your own perspective. As you remember that you are the only one who is hearing what you're hearing, seeing what you're seeing, smelling and tasting what you are, and feeling what you are. Remembering how special and how powerful that is. And I'm going to read a passage from this book, the Hermetica. So as I say the words, just notice how your body responds. And if you feel any tension pop up, see if you can relax those areas and allow the messages to resonate, the ones that will help you, letting them stay within your subconscious. Every living thing has its own unique form, given to it by the power of the zodiac. This form is appropriate to its species, yet each is individual. The human race, for example, shares a common universal form by which we know that a man is a man. Yet all human beings have a distinctly different particular form, of which no two are entirely alike. Each particular form is unique because it inhabits a unique time and place. The particular forms change in every moment of every hour as the gods of the zodiac revolve in their celestial circle. The universal forms do not change, just as constellations remain the same, but instant by instant the particular forms transform as the sphere of heaven changes as it turns. The sky is wet, then dry, cold, then hot, bright, then dark. But these rapidly alternating forms are all subsumed under the universal, unchanging form of the sky. The earth is ever-changing, generating, producing, yielding different crops, yet it remains the earth. Water may be standing or flowing, but it is still water. I'm just letting any messages that resonated with you, let them resonate with you, and trust that the feeling you get when words and messages resonate, or you feel like maybe a tingle sensation throughout your body at the sound of the words. Trust that that is happening because you already know it is true. These are things that you're already aware of at some level. And when you hear that from an outside perspective, it just gives you that permission to trust those feelings and those instincts. So just trusting that you know everything that you need to know. All the answers that you seek are somewhere inside you. And having practices like this is what allows you to sort through and find those answers you're seeking. The meditation process is an inventory process. It's kind of like if you take a bunch of pictures on your phone, or if you accidentally take a bunch of pictures of your pocket or something, and over time you just have a million pictures, you can't look through and see any real memories because there's just too many. You can't sort through them all. So this process can be compared to like sorting through your pictures, maybe on a daily basis, and what ones are just completely unnecessary to keep and you're never going to look at again, or they don't serve you in any way. You can just delete them. And the ones that do serve you, maybe you star them and favorite them so you can look back when you need a little boost of love. So just feeling whatever wants to stay within you, allowing yourself to be loved, allowing yourself to heal, to feel. And if it feels like something you want to do, you can bring your hands to a prayer position at heart center, the palms and fingers making contact, and the thumbs pressing toward your heart center and the heart lifting back toward the thumbs. And remembering the pulsing of the palms and feeling them pulse into each other. Feeling this circle of energy you're making around your heart, through the arms and across the shoulder blades. And powering up your heart, giving it some extra love. And take a deep breath in and feel your body expand with this life force, with this air. And as you exhale, you can gently allow your head to bow. Bowing to your maker, the one who is allowing your heart to beat. Bowing to your ancestors, your spirits, guides, angels, for watching over, for helping and being patient with you. And bowing to everyone in this space for showing up, for opening up. And most importantly, bowing to yourself for showing up, for opening up, receiving, and simply just for being. May this practice continue to heal you through the rest of your days and nights, and may you bring this love into everything that you do and to everyone that you see. Namaste.